3 fun Mother's Day facts for you. Fun facts that anyone that's selling anything online should know. 1, there are an estimated 2.2 billion mothers in the world, with 85 million of them being in the United States. 2, data from the National Retail Federation indicates that U.S. spending for Mother's Day reached $31.7 billion last year, which was up 12.8% from the year before, and it's likely that it'll be up even more this year. And 3, and this is the best one, the most motivating one for all of us that are doing print on demand or that have Etsy shops, are selling t-shirts, mugs, totes. 46% of Americans value finding a gift that is unique. And that's really what we're going to be digging into in this video. Hi guys, Simply Shawna here. In this video, we are going to be covering 10 unique, supercharged, fantastic angles to take for Mother's Day. Not one of them is going to be any shirt that says, or any mug or tote that says, Happy Mother's Day on it. We're going to get much more unique and be packing a lot of value into the designs and the items that we're going to be posting in our Etsy shops. You're going to want to stay all the way to the end so that you can hear all 10. And then at the end, I'm also going to give an extra little tip about who are the recipients of these gifts, not just mothers. And this is something that we could also keep in mind to help us make more sales. If you haven't been here before, I'm Simply Shawna. If you have been here before, I welcome you back. And if you haven't, we hope you'll become a subscriber today. On this channel, we talk all about entrepreneurship, specifically about opening an Etsy shop and possibly connecting it with a print-on-demand company. At least that's what I did. And I share my journey, where I'm at, how I was able to quit my 4th grade teaching job, go full-time into Etsy, and I am currently making more than double what I was making as a 4th grade teacher, and I've just begun my 3rd year on Etsy. It is repeatable, just some simple strategies and some hard work, and anyone can do it. Before we jump in, I just want you to know this is going to be a 3-part Mother's Day series. Today's video, 10 unique niches that are going to make you money this Mother's Day. The second video is going to be, I'm going to choose one of the things that we're talking about today. I'm going to build my SEO. I'll show you how I do that, what some good SEO is. Some of it I would use for all of the niches that I'm going to be in, and some of it I would change out to be more specific with the different things I'm going to be sharing with you today, the different niches that we're going to be talking about today. And then the third video is going to be a design video. I'll take whatever that was that I built my SEO video on, and we'll jump into a design video, and I'll show you how I would design for that niche. Okay, we're about to jump into niche number 1 for moms. I just really quickly want to remind you that moms can be of any age. They could be in their 20s, they could be in their 60s, they could be in their 80s. So there's really a lot of ground to cover with moms, a lot of different interests, a lot of different ways that you can go when you are providing unique and valuable gifts for people to buy for their moms. Also, it is really an evergreen niche. And what that means is that it can sell all year round, which is fantastic. You can sell these again at Christmas time, and you can sell them throughout the year for moms' birthdays, or just the moms themselves that are looking for a shirt that goes along with something that they're interested in. All right, so niche number 1 that we're going to be chatting about. Mom plus sports. Mom plus sports, this is going to be speaking to the moms that are toting their kids around after school or on the weekends to sporting events. This is also going to be speaking to moms that just enjoy watching that sport. And maybe it's a family activity. On Sundays they watch football with their families. And so this could be football, this could be baseball, volleyball, soccer, softball, tennis. Did I say soccer? Any sport, insert here. You could do shirts that target moms that either enjoy that sport or that are taking their kids to those sports after school or over the weekend. Number 2, money-making niche for Mother's Day. And this is a big one. Hold on to your hats. Here we go. Mom plus a hobby or activity or passion. I guess I could have broken this one up even further, but I'm putting it all together. Mom plus an activity or hobby or something that a mom could be passionate about. So we separated sports out of this already. We covered that. And this one we could do things like horseback riding, motorcycling. There are moms that are into motorcycling. Gardening. Lots of moms. It's my mom. She's into gardening. Baking, cooking, exercise. You can get more niche down with that exercise. Yoga, CrossFit. I know CrossFit is trademarked. You wouldn't want to use that. But, hitting that kind of idea of CrossFit type of exercising, cycling, wine drinking, coffee drinking, travel. And then that can even get, even more specific, maybe moms that like to travel to certain areas, like moms that really like being at the beach or being in the mountains. My mom likes to be in the mountains and she likes to be doing things that have to do with lakes. And also another example of passion, something they believe strongly in. So maybe a mom shirt that, it also encompasses being religious or some type of passionate belief like that. Tons of ideas right there. Okay, we're about to hit number 3, but before we do, if you are finding value from this video, I'd so appreciate you smashing that like button. We haven't even gotten to the best bits because, of course, I'm saving the very best for later. Plus, this kind of lays some groundwork that we can use. We're going to be looping back to some of the things we're mentioning now. Also, I realize I'm throwing a lot of ideas out at you. So grab a notepad, grab a pencil, jot the ones down that you like the most, or give me a comment down below and let me know which ones you like the most. I'd be curious to know which ways you think you're going to go for Mother's Day, or what about your moms? What are the things that they're most interested in that you could see, yourself buying for your mom? So number 3, making mugs, shirts, totes that are giftable for our bonus moms or step moms. And this really can be applied to the 2 things I just mentioned. You can niche that down further by making it, related to sports or related to a hobby or an activity they enjoy doing. But now you can make a giftable item for that bonus mom or that step mom. Number 4, the 4th Mother's Day niche that we could get into, which is animal plus mom or mom plus animal. So obviously the obvious ones, dog mama or cat mama, but you don't have to stick with the super duper obvious ones. If you can think of another animal that women enjoy owning, then you could do a little research. I always do my research first, so all the ideas I've thrown out at you, you can always do a little research before going in that direction. So for example, I happen to know chicken shirts sell very well. Chicken mom, I know, it's surprising, but I'm serious. Chicken shirts sell well. So do cow shirts, which that would be enough for me to go ahead and try those for Mother's Day with those shirts aimed at a mom. So let's see, we've got dog, cat, chicken, cow, horse would be another good one. All right, guys, I hope your head's not spinning with ideas. I'm not suggesting to hit all of these ideas. I'm not going to be hitting all of these ideas. I'm going to pick a couple, and I'm going to make really intentional, targeted attempts in a couple of areas. There's no way I could make shirts for every single thing that I'm mentioning right now. So just choose the ones that resonate most with you and try there. Choose 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 places to make 20, 30 different designs in. All right, so here we go. Number 5, this is where you're targeting what they're a mom of, I guess you could say. So are they a boy mom or mom of boys? Are they a girl mama? They have girls. Maybe they're a mom of twins. So you could target items that express that idea. Now do check your trademarks. I think I think it's Boy Mama that is trademarked. So just, make sure you're checking your trademarks. I do have a video. I'll link it down below if you do need to know how to check for your trademarks. It's really quite simple to do, and you just want to make sure you're protecting yourself so that you keep your shop safe. And this is another route that you can go. What type of mom? What are they a mom of? Are they mom of boys? Mom of girls? Are they mom of twins? To kind of keep your mind open to, what I call sticky noodle ideas or listings. If you're thinking of doing one for moms of boys, go in and do your research. I've seen a lot of camouflage, or you can, maybe do a camping theme on this. There are certain things that moms that have boys are going to be into that maybe moms that have girls aren't. If you're a mom of girls, maybe you take your girls and you go get your nails painted. And so those shirts could kind of go in a whole different direction than the mom of boys who maybe they've gotten themselves into the camo look. And so you could do lettering with camouflage, or their families might go camping a lot because they're catering to the things that the boys like so much, or the sports stuff. So you can, kind of cross these ideas. And as far as twin mama stuff, do a little research. There's actually a lot of really cute phrases for moms with twins. And a shout out to my friend Katie. She watches all my videos, even though she's not an Etsy shop owner. She just supports me and she watches my videos. So shout out to Katie. I love you, Katie. But she's a twin mama, and she was sending me ideas recently, all these really cute phrases for moms with twins. All things that would make great gifts if they were on a mug or on a shirt or on a tote or on a candle, a bunch of different items that are available to us with our print-on-demand items if you're doing print-on-demand. So just do a little research. There are lots of ways you could go with this. You don't have to just put twin mama. That is just barely scratching the surface of how creative and how unique and how value-packed you can make your items. Number 6, personalization. Personalization does take a little extra time. So for example, maybe with the names of the kids on the shirt. Some, maybe unique designs with the names of the kids on the shirt. So this could be as simple as, some really pretty lettering that says either mom or mama. And then underneath, you've got a little heart with the name of the child or the name of each child on there. Or it could get a little more targeted, like we go back to the camping and maybe it's got, camouflage mama, and then there's a little tent with each of the kids' names in it. Or, maybe it could be fishing themed, or you can go into any of those hobbies or activities or themes or sports and personalize it. But adding that personalization, especially if you're a newer shop, is a way to get yourself on the map. People go to Etsy because they're looking for something unique. They're looking for something that is special. And so being able to add names to their items is a way that they can do that. And while in the beginning, I still offer personalization in my shop in a lot of ways. I did it more so in the beginning because I realized I needed to get myself on the map. I needed to get into the algorithm. So anything that took off at that time, yeah, of course it's still in my shop. Things that didn't take off, I kind of let them die, and I don't relist them. And I don't make as many new things that are as intricate or as hard to add the personalization with. But in the beginning, it's a great idea and a great way to get yourself into the algorithm. Number 7, grandma. Because grandma is, of course, a mom, and grandmas are getting presents at Mother's Day also. But they don't just have children, now they've got all their grandchildren. So for grandma, I would make sure, personally, the way that I have done this, and some of the very first sales that I made, they weren't actually for Mother's Day, they were actually for Christmas presents. The very first year I was on Etsy, and it was only my 3rd month on Etsy, during the month of December, early December, I remember a grandma shirt taking off. And by taking off, I mean I sold like maybe 2 or 3 of them. But that was a lot for me at the time. And it was grandma shirts that had the personalization, so they could add the grandchildren's names to them. And all I had was grandma at the time. What I would suggest now to make it better than the listings that I originally had, in the drop-down menu, let them choose grandma, Mimi, Gigi, Yaya. There's a whole bunch of words, Mima, a whole bunch of words that grandmas go by. So in the drop-down menu, and you get 2 drop-down menus in Etsy. And one of them you can have all your sizes, and the second one you can have all of the different words that you could come up with, like maybe come up with like 8 to 10 different words for grandma that you can add there. You could do the same thing for mom, mommy, mama, and do a couple of different ones there as well. Or you can even add bonus mom or something to the drop-down menu. And then allow personalization to be turned on, so that's where they would let you know the kids' names. If someone orders a shirt, let's say Yaya, and you don't already have that listed as its own listing with that Yaya in the very beginning of your, your first mock-up photo where that's what's being shown, and you don't have that in your SEO, in your search engine optimization, in your title and your tags, the way that people are finding you, then you would add that. I've done that many times. So maybe you have it shown as grandma, but in your drop-down menu, you have these other options, or they, in the personalization, they can let you know that they want it to be Mimi or whatever it is. You do the design up, list it again. That's doubling down on your designs. You should always be doubling down on things that are working. List it again, but put that mock-up photo in the front. Make sure you have some SEO in your title and your tags. You're saying Mimi, if that's what you sold, and you have a whole new listing out of it. So definitely don't miss out on grandma, and don't miss out on those other little pieces of having those other words available that grandmothers often go by. G-mom is another one I've had people ask me for lately a couple of times. Number 8, target the new mom. Everyone's going to want to buy that new mom that first Mother's Day present to celebrate her entry into being a mom. And so, shirts or mugs that say something like mama, established with the year, established 2023, or, some fun phrases about being a new mom on the shirt or on the mug or on the tote. Maybe something like my new name is Mommy. Lots of cute ways you could take that, and very, 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 very giftable. And that kind of leads me into number 9. Not only can we target the mom on her first Mother's Day, but we can also make items for that mom to be, the expecting mom. So there's a great selling shirt that I've seen a lot lately. I'm busy growing a tiny human, something like that. I also saw something else cute recently, love at first heartbeat. So any cute saying that could be for that mom to be, putting that on a tote or a mug could be a great gift that people would be getting that mom to be for Mother's Day. And last but certainly not least are Mommy and Me shirts. So this would also be a group sale. If you got them to take off, they'd be buying 2 instead of 1, or maybe 3 if they've got, 2 kids to wear this with, or 3 kids to wear this with. Be a group sale. And a Mommy and Me shirt, yes, you could go the regular route with the rainbow that says Mama and the little rainbow that says Minnie, but that's all over the place. Think more unique, think more valuable. Always be thinking more unique, more valuable. So sure, put a couple of those out, but don't stop there. Go ahead and mix it with one of the other things we chatted about. So perhaps you mix it with being a twin mom. And so now you've got, a shirt for each of the twins to wear with their mom. Or perhaps you mix it with a sport or an activity that we mentioned earlier, cooking, gardening, horseback riding. Mix it with something else. Perhaps you mix it with a pun or something funny. But go ahead and try that Mommy and Me, and don't just stay in that generic Mama Minnie with the rainbow. Everyone's got that, or the wildflowers. Everyone's got that. Do something a little more special. Bring it one more step. Make it a little bit different. Make it unique. You don't want your items ever to look like everything else. You want to stop the scroll. People are scrolling, they're looking. If they see 30 rainbow shirts, there better be something really special about your rainbow to get them to stop. I mean, that mock-up photo better be like dynamite, or that rainbow better be more special than everyone else's. So try doing something different by mixing it up with something else that makes it more valuable or special, like one of those other things we just mentioned. Okay, so we're going to recap the 10 things we just mentioned, and then I told you if you'd stayed to the end, I would also go over some other concepts or people that are getting gifts or receiving gifts at Mother's Day. Before I recap, if you did find value from this video, I would so appreciate you smashing that like button or subscribing, and that way the Etsy algorithm will know to show you more videos like this. Also, if you don't want to miss the SEO video and or the design video that's coming out next in this 3-part series, you'll want to go ahead and do that and subscribe so that you don't miss them. I would love to hear in the comments which of these you'd love for me to do my design video and my SEO video on. I'm very curious what everyone's favorite idea that was shared here was. All right, the 10 things we just discussed. You can get into Mother's Day by doing 1, mom plus sports. 2, mom plus a hobby or an activity or a passion that mom would be very interested in. 3, we can do items for our bonus or stepmoms. 5, what is she a mom of? Is she a mom of boys? We could do mom of girls. We could do mom of twins. 6, we could do personalized items. Very popular on Etsy. 7, we can make sure to bulk up our grandma items and not forgetting to do the other names for grandma, like Mimi and Gigi and Yaya and all those fun names. 8, we can make sure to have items for our moms that are celebrating their first Mother's Day. 9, making items for our mom-to-be, our pregnant mamas out there. And 10, doing things for Mama and Minnie, for the Mom and Me shirts. And one last thing before I let you go. I read in a survey that 47% of men plan to buy their wives a Mother's Day gift. I was actually a little surprised it wasn't higher than that. I do hope that every man that has a wife that's a mom is planning on buying that wife a Mother's Day gift. But it just goes to show you that it's not just children buying their moms a gift. That's what we normally think of. We think, oh, buying a gift from my mom, right? Like when you're thinking about items to add to your shop, be mindful that there are other people buying moms gifts. Husbands are buying their wives Mother's Day gifts. Sisters are buying their sisters Mother's Day gifts. Daughters are buying their mothers Mother's Day gifts. And people are buying pregnant women or women that just had their first child a Mother's Day gift. These are all opportunities for us to be mindful that these are people that are gifting female relatives with Mother's Day presents. And that is something that can help us not miss out on the growing gift demand for, these female relationships. So I do hope you found lots of value from this video. And if you're still here, I count my lucky stars that you stayed with me to the end. And I bet you are waiting for that tip from Tucker. So Tucker, take it away.